Hello friends, we're back with another Deal It Up challenge. It is, I think, episode 3, must be, of our bird series. So that, once we complete today, that'll be halfway through our first series. It goes quick when you have a smaller number, doesn't it? So if you haven't joined us before, I'm working through a series of 6 cards at the moment, and the topic is birds. And then I pull random prompts to how we decorate our bird card. And then there's an alternate make that I pull as well. If you don't want to make a bird card, that is perfectly fine. You can choose to make the alternate make, or you can join us in making both projects if you like. So lots of options for you. Don't overthink it. It's supposed to be a bit of fun, a bit of a creative spark at the beginning of the week. But you can interpret the prompts however you would like. You don't have to interpret them the same way I would, or the same way your next door neighbour would. You know, it's entirely up to you, and if you choose to leave a prompt off, that's fine too. It's just some fun, guys, just some fun. So series of 6 cards. We're doing birds up first. We have done 2 already, so if you would like to jump in with this series of bird cards, just pop back and watch the last 2 weeks videos for the prompts for those. So that's what we've got so far. Mine are backed already. I'm using playing cards, and mine are backed with brown paper, and we're making it a series. So each week there's different prompts, but then some element of your choosing to make them all into a collection. So I've chosen to go with a gold ink border and a stamped word on brown paper. They're my 2 things I've chosen to make them start to form a cohesive collection. What you choose to do is completely up to you. You can use whatever you like to make them look like they're part of a series. And if you don't want to do that, then just make them, you know, according to the prompts and call it good. Right, so let's get into the prompts. So the birds is the theme for this series, and when we're done with birds, I'll pull another prompt at random, and we'll go with that theme. So, you know, if you don't like birds, then perhaps jump in with the next series. So there'll still be 3 more weeks on birds after today, and then we'll be jumping into a new series of 6 on who knows what. We shall see when the time comes. Right, just going to give this first prompt a shuffle and see what we're going to pull. I'm doing it blind so that I don't bias against the type of card that I pull, because there's 2 different card backs. I'm going to go the top today, just the top. Stamps. Nice. Stamps could be like your clear stamps, rubber stamps, that type of thing, or it could be postage stamps. Yeah, whichever one you prefer. You could use both if you wanted. Right, our next prompt. Right, that'll do. Actually, no, it's not. I started overthinking it, so just give it an extra shuffle. So, 1 on the top. Ooh, I know a lot of people don't like this prompt, but least favourite colour. Okay, and birds. So let's do the alternate make if you don't want to do a bird card. Now I've got a nice selection in here this year of new and some old favourites of projects to do. All with junk journaling in mind, of course. Right, top one is Tuck Spot. Okay, so that's the alternate make if you would like to do that. And this last prompt, for my regulars, I'm sorry that I keep repeating this, but I just can't guarantee that there won't be new people turning up and going, well, what do? I don't know what to do. So I need to explain. So this prompt may not suit your bird card. So you can include it there if you can make it make sense, or if you want to, but you don't have to. It's more for this prompt, and then you include these 2 in this one as well. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Every time I explain it, I think it's clear as mud, isn't it? It's clear as mud. Just hit me up in comments if you have any questions. More than happy to answer if you're feeling a bit lost, a bit stuck. or you could go back and watch their previous 2 videos, or just by the time you finish this, you might actually have, see what I'm meaning. Maybe. I don't know. Right, let's take the top card off this one as well. And it feels like my little prompt on something's coming loose here. Oh, my picture. Let's just do a little repair. So something loud is the prompt for this. So you might be able to work that into your bird card, or not. It's entirely up to you. Again, it depends whether you can work it in, or if you choose to work it in. Okay, so got my card here. Least favorite color. That is a hard one. It's like, what is my least favorite color? I typically go for a gray because it's kind of not a color I use very often. I use brown way more than I use gray. So I'm thinking I have some beautiful, beautiful wrapping paper that is grey, and I'm thinking maybe I should use that. So I'm just going to move a few things out of the way to get to it. It's just down beside the desk, but as per usual, I, pop things on top. Right, just open it up there. So this is a beautiful box of wrapping paper that was sent to me by Miyu. It's a small New Zealand company, and they just their products are amazing. So this is the grey wrapping paper. I've got a smaller section there. We'll just take that. It is even smells good. Just don't mind me while I have a little sniff. I mean, it's just stunning, and their collections are themed. So this is, is this a bloom? I think this is the bloom collection. They have a blue one and a green one, and they had a Christmas one. Don't know if they've still got it. Yeah, really. Oops, sorry, I think I bumped the table then. Right. So do I want to just cover that? I think it would be quite nice covered in that, and that would knock off my least favourite colour prompt. Okay, let's just do that. So I'm going to glue it on and then I'll trim it out. Right, lid off the glue stick, and I'm going to use glue stick and tacky glue just to get a good, nice, clean adherence between card and paper. Use whatever glue you like though, whatever your favourite glue is. So you may have noticed that there was no video on Friday. I just got to a point where it's like, actually I just can't bring myself to do a video. It was super, super busy at the food bank, being my first week back. And it was the first week back for the food suppliers that we get the food from. And they, so there was a lot of food come in. And not all food banks are back operating. So we got more food coming in than normal. So it all had to be dealt with. And we had a lot of requests as well. So it was really busy. Wednesday I actually had to leave the food bank without finishing up because I felt ill. I think it was just overdoing it. So I actually had to just get things to a point where everything was okay. Like all the chilled stuff was away, all the frozens was away, all that kind of stuff. Parcels were all taken care of. But then there was some dry foods that I just couldn't do. I sat down for a bit and then thought, I'm feeling a bit better. I got up and did a bit more, and I thought, no, I've got to stop. So that was okay. And Thursday it was a big lot of food come in, but I had help. So it wasn't so bad. And I did I do a delivery? Yes, I did one delivery that day, and I did one on Friday as well. So I was just had it. I could not bring myself to do a video for Friday, so just trying to learn to be gentle on myself. Now I am inking around this, but I will be putting my gold around the edge, so it will probably cover most of the ink. But just in case, because I've inked around these two, I'm going to stick with that, just in case it is visible. Right, and I'm thinking about just doing some stamping over top of this. I'm thinking also about the something loud. Do I want to put something loud on it? Let's choose a bird first. I've chosen out a few that would work for the size of card. And so really now I just got to narrow it down to which one will look good on this background. I would really love to do a nice bright coloured bird, because the ones I've used so far have been, this one's got a bit more colour in it, but this one's very neutral. So I'd like to use something a bit more colour. I'd have to trim the tail off him. Yeah, not feeling the pelican. This one's got some nice colour going on. Actually, I might go with him. Thinking something loud. Can I work it in? While I'm thinking about that, let's put you away as well. Let's grab out some stamps. What stamps do I want? I think I want more like texture, maybe. Giving a wee hunt through my bin. I'm thinking, do I want to put a stamp on that is, I think it would be lost if I did a stamp of something loud that makes a loud noise. It would be lost amongst the background. So I think I need texture. That's what I need. Or I could stamp it on other paper and glue it on. I'm completely thinking through this process with you guys. I have no form of fixed idea on this, so I'm just voicing out loud my thought processes. Hope that's okay. How we look. I could put a botanical, like that's got nothing to do with being loud at all, and not really texture. Thinking about stamping it on a piece of paper and putting it in behind. We could like stamp a label, of course. Not sure about that either. There's a couple of textures there. There's some more botanicals. Right, I think I'll choose something out of that lot. And this is shiny paper. Well, it's more like satin. It's not like ultra gloss. But because it's shiny, I think if I do stamp on it, I'd prefer to use a stays on, just so it doesn't make a mess. Right, so which direction do I want to go in, my friends? I'm sorry if that was very glary on you, me putting all these packets under the camera. This is a water bird. It's actually standing in water, and so I'm thinking dragonfly. Do I want to like a wee dragonfly? Where am I going to put the word as well? Probably up the top, unless I put the bird up. No. Oh, actually, I could have the bird standing on the word. What I think I need to do is I need to do the word first. Scrap of the same brown paper that I've used on the rest. What word? I've also written down some ideas of words, which I thought was quite clever of me. So choosing one that I've written out. Fly, well, he's not flying. I've got fly, nest, pretty, free, wild, and then I've got hawk or gull, because I know I've got images of those birds in my collection there, but this isn't one of those. So I'm thinking free or wild. I think I'm going to go free. So let's stamp that out in black like the rest of them. Grab out my letters. There's the R. Come on, don't drop to the bottom. There's the E, and now where's the F hiding? I'm going to have to tip them out, aren't I? Oh no, there it is. I see it right at the bottom. Here we go. So I was like, I need a shorter word to put on this size card. And I was like, what am I going to do? Just giving it a wee clean off to the side before I chuck it back in the container. So this is in fact stamping. I could just have this as to meet that prompt of stamps. Wonder, do I have a postage stamp of something loud? That could be another way to go. Right, and 2 E's. 2 E's is too easy. There we go. Cut that out. Trying to cut straight, just eyeballing that. Oh, I've got black ink over me, clever. I think this time, oh, it doesn't quite go all the way across. Oh well, we'll just do that. I quite like this angle here. I could put it that way. Yeah, let's do it that way. I just need to shorten that just a little bit. Right, so we'll do that first, put this on. Should have inked around it. Did I do inking around those two? One I did, one I didn't, so that's okay. I think my dragonfly is too big actually for the bird. Like the dragonflies, the scale's a bit wrong if I use the dragonfly wherever I put him. Would it even show is the main problem. Okay, I'm going to go with splatters, with coffee rings or splatters or something. Just easy. My brain's gone to sleep. So, just so I'm not taking forever, just going to go this way. So, what would we like? I think some circles would be nice. Where's my block gone? I did have a block. Did I have a? Don't know. Grab another one. Right. Put this on my glue pages. Do I want brown? I don't have to go brown. What other colour? I've got purple. No. I've got pink. Green. Let's do green. I think green would work. It'll kind of, it's a water bird, it's in amongst the plants. I think green makes sense. So it doesn't have to be a coffee ring, it can just be like a textured circle. Oh yes, 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 yes. Gonna do a little bit down there over top of our word. Actually, now that I've inked that up, I'm thinking I want to change my circle. Go for a smaller one. Go for this one. Do a couple of overlapping. Right, and just a little one off the edge because I've got nothing over this edge. So just a little bit in there. Cool. Okay, so we've done stamping then. So you've got to try and handle it carefully while it's still wet. Give it a little blow. I think if I'm careful I can get the bird on without making too much mess. Yep, it's tacky glue. That's what I'm looking for, my tacky glue. So I'm at a loss for the something loud, so I think I'm going to leave it off this card and not worry about including that prompt. I was trying to challenge myself to include it, but I just don't know, because I like things to connect, and they don't have to. In your work they don't have to connect, but I like to try and connect things and have them make sense. And I can't think of something I could include. I was thinking like bullfrog. Bullfrog would be something loud, but I have no idea where I'd find an image, and you don't want to hang around forever and a day waiting for me to try and find one. So yeah, so I'm just going to leave that prompt off the bird card. Just trying to push it down without smearing the ink because it's still wet. Okay, all I need to do now for this is my gold edging, which I'm using Liquitex ink and iridescent bright gold, and it's got an eyedropper, and I just take the out of the bottle and just run the eyedropper along the edge. Oops, I've got some ink goobers up the top there. I'm going to have to clean that out at some point. And I just use the side of the eyedropper. Give it that nice gold edging. It's such a beautiful, beautiful product. It's very vibrant. It's not cheap, but I've had this bottle for probably 6 years, and it's like still half full. Get a bit more on the dropper, so it goes a long way, especially if you're just using for like things like this. It goes a very long way. Okay, now I need to carefully put it somewhere while I move on, and just getting myself all mucky here. Right, put my card down first, I think would be easier. Let's find a spot for it. No, not there. There. Okay, that's somewhere safe now. Can dry while we move on with the alternate project. So I'm going to put stamps away, clear those off. We still need stamps for the tuck spot. So something loud. I still need to find something loud. What have we got in my children's books? Or maybe this one. This one I used last week for the Gruffalo. Is there something loud? Like there's this car, there's some machinery. So I think we'll find something in this. Hopefully. A quick flick through. Okay, so we've got these like weird cars. But I'm just going to have a quick flick through, see if there's anything else that takes my fancy. Thomas. He's a bit big though, I think. Here's the big picture of the Gruffalo. Okay, I think it's one of these. I think I want one that looks more car-like this elephant one doesn't read car so much to me. One of these ones, quite like this one. It's like a cricket or something. Grasshopper. He's kind of fun and funky. This is a light, medium weight cardstock as well, so it's a little bit thicker. But we'll just go with him. So that's our Something Loud. We've got our least favourite colour. Stamps, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I think I'm going to use book page for my base. So I'm just going to take this page that I was using. And what sort of tuck spot would I like? Corner one, a side one. I fold under the edge there. That would be more of a pocket though. Thinking. My brain is not cooperating overly much today, I'm finding. Just get rid of that mucky edge there. That actually needs to be the other way around, because for a very good reason, this is the side I was gluing on, so I don't want it to be on the inside of my tuck spot, because it's potential that things would just stick on it. So that would make my tuck spot that way. Make a decision, woman. I'm going to just do something really funky. I'm not even going to have that folded under, so I'm going to take that off. But bear in mind, I need to fit this on it. So that's okay. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. I'm going to do, I'm not going to explain it ahead of time. I'm going to do it and then you'll kind of see what I was aiming at, because I don't think I'd explain it adequately, to be perfectly honest. Right, let's put some glue on this. I think it's going to be a bottom tuck spot. I think. I'm making this up, guys. Totally making it up. We'll see what happens. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I'm going to cover it completely with our wrapping paper for a start. Takes care of our least favourite colour prompt. And I've got glue on that corner, so that corner's going down on the page. Okay. So I've just backed or glued on a bit of paper. You could collage as well if you want to do something similar to what I'm going to be doing. Book pages make a great base because it provides sturdiness. It uses up some of those pages, like glue pages that, you know, what else do you use them for once they've got some glue on? Okay, so nice and simple there. Do I want to put him on? I think I'll leave the name there because I think it's kind of fun. Oop. Hubby's just letting our youngest cat out of the bedroom because hubby was having a nap, but obviously she woke him up because she wanted out of the bedroom because he shuts the door. Yeah, there she is. Hey Snuggles, were you sick of sleeping, were you? You were? She's talking back to me. No, I don't want you on my desk, darling. Mummy's busy. Okay, so I want that to make sure I've got enough room. So it's going to be a tuck spot, but I'm going to give it a funky top just because I think it will be fun. So I'm going to just start cutting and very randomly just kind of give it a curly whirly fun top. Now, do I like that? Do I want to change anything? I'm thinking I might take this down a bit further and make that one a bit deeper. They're still about the same level. I was trying to get it lower. Let's just round that a bit. I'm being really persnickety about this. Okay, we're going to call that good because I could just keep going and messing with it. So it's going to be a tuck spot like this. Whoops, got caught on that sticker. That sticker wants to come off. So tuck spot this way. So it's only going to be glued at the bottom. Right, now for stamps, I'm thinking postage stamps. Mummy's busy, Snuggles. So grab out my postage stamps. And, whoops. Let's look at what might suit this. Colours, we've got green and blue, we've got that bright orange and yellow background, so pretty much it's open slather. We might want something more neutral to calm it down a little. I like that. We could even cover over the name if we don't really like the name. One more. Can we find one more in that sort of darker blue? There's a purple one. This one's a greeny, tealy, like more peacock blue, I guess. What else? Just not sure if that's the one I want. Oh, there's one. It's more blue. That's a dark blue. So we've got Netherlands, United States, and Romania, maybe? I'm not actually sure on that one, so we won't use that one. Don't need those. Okay, made our choice. That wasn't too painful. Okay, and that way we could cover over the word. We don't need the name of... I don't know what journal this would go on. Maybe my personal journal. It's so eclectic. It's so fun. But really, like, what would it suit? A children's journal, maybe. Right, I'm just going to glue it on. Do I want to... do I want to round the corners? Maybe. Now this is broken, so I need to be careful. The side bit's broken off. It's just sitting there at the moment, so if I put any pressure against that side, it's going to just come off again. I have no idea how it actually broke, but it happens, doesn't it? Okay, so let's pop. Do I want to do anything underneath? No, keeping it simple. I am totally just going to keep it simple. I quite like that background on the back actually, but yeah, I think probably it will go in my personal journal. I can't see me finding a journal that I'm making that this would actually work in, but it will totally be 100% beautiful in my personal journal. So I might even put it on today's, as I'm recording this, which is Sunday, on today's page. Because that's the day I made it, or either today or tomorrow, the day that this video airs. So this cricket vehicle must have travelled the world. He's been collecting up postage stamps around the world. See, I like to connect things. It's just something I like to do. Can't seem to help myself. I've got to do it. Okay. It's fun. It's funky. It meets the prompt. So we're good. So for our tuck spot, we have stamps. We've got least favourite colour. It is a tuck spot. And something loud. Okay, and for our bird card, is it dry yet? Mostly. I think there's possibly a couple of little spots where it's, yeah, definitely a bit thicker where it's still drying. But this is our bird card. So we got my two elements that connect it as part of a series, being the word on the brown paper and the gold rim. And we've got stamps, because I stamped it, and least favourite colour, brown. Not brown, sorry, grey. So all the prompts done. So bringing over our other two cards to see how they are starting to form a series or a collection. Oh, super fun. Love it. I'm really, really pleased with how it's going. I hope you give it a go. If you haven't jumped in, please do so. You don't need to do the whole series. You can just do one, just have a play. If it strikes your imagination, jump in. And if you want to share your makes on social media so I can see them, I'd love to see them. You can do so in Visual Vibes, my Facebook group. You can do it on Instagram and use the hashtag dealitupchallenge. Or at the end of the day, you could email it to me as well. However you like to. I would love to see what you make. Thanks for joining me, my friends. I'll be back again tomorrow with Trashcraft Tuesday, and I'm quite excited about that project. It's not something I've done before, so you'll just have to come and see, won't you? Have a great day, my friends, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.